Most e-com brands are sitting on a gold mine and they don't even know it. They spend thousands on ads to drive all this traffic to their store and poof, they're gone forever. What if I told you that there's a way to turn almost every single visitor into a repeat loyal customer? In this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to use Klaviyo to capture emails and turn those one-time visitors into loyal customers on autopilot. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Okay, so the first step is obviously making sure that you guys have Klaviyo installed onto your website or onto Shopify. So simply just go to the Shopify App Store, type in Klaviyo email marketing and SMS, install this app onto your Shopify account. It should look something like this right here, Klaviyo email marketing. A couple things when setting up your email marketing is number one, making sure that your Klaviyo is connected to your Shopify, but also making sure that you have a sender domain. First step here is we want to go to settings and we want to set up our domain. So if we go to account, settings account, and then domains. For this example, I'm using contact.shopfitnesspatches.com. That's the domain that I'm sending the emails from. You don't want to send it from like a Klaviyo email. You want to send it from a branded domain name. All right, making sure that your domain is correctly set up on your Klaviyo is going to ensure that branded look. And then the next step that you want to go ahead and do is you want to go into this little search bar and just type in double opt in. And you should see default opt-in settings. Click that. And by default, you're gonna have a double opt-in, which is basically gonna send the user an email to confirm that they wanna subscribe to your store. You just wanna go ahead and add a single opt-in. So once they see the pop-up on your website, they enter their email, they're automatically entered into your newsletter. They're not gonna get sent another email to confirm it once again. So we don't wanna use double opt-in. We wanna make sure that we're utilizing single opt-in. So those are the two main important things when setting up your Klaviyo, is making sure that you set up your sending domain, as well as move your double opt-in to your single opt-in. After that's all set up, you want to go over to sign up forms, and what you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and create a sign up form. I went ahead and created a sign up form for this website already, and as you can see, we have 8 submitted profiles, and I literally just launched this yesterday. So we can see our performance is at a 10% submission rate, which is excellent. So this is pretty good. And then as you spend more money on ads, as your company grows, you're going to get more and more emails, and then you could remarket those emails via the flows that we're going to set up in this video. Email marketing should add an extra 30% revenue to your store. So if you're struggling with profitability, maybe your ads aren't performing as well, or for whatever reason, you're just not profitable and you've already added order bumps, you've already added upsells, you've already added bundles, things like that. And email marketing is what's really going to boost your profitability within that business. Email marketing is one of the best assets you could have as a dropshipping business, and it's the most overlooked aspect. Everybody kind of focuses on ads and things like that, but really just focusing on the customer and the customer journey and, retargeting them via emails. You're sending them 10 to 20 emails every single month. They're eventually going to purchase and then repurchase again. And that's how you build a business, and that's how you build a brand. So let's hop right into it. So for the sign up forms, it's super easy with the sign up forms. I'll just show you exactly what I utilize for all my sign up forms. So when you use Klaviyo, you're going to obviously have a teaser in the bottom left hand or wherever you want to put it, but it's basically just a button that says get 10% off. Every time they click that, then they can go ahead and enter their email and receive 10% off their first order. But as far as the actual email opt-in, this is what we're looking at. So I added a branded product image basically here. You can go ahead and replace this image, edit this image, whatever you want to do. The next step is the copy. I always like to utilize this copy, and I see that it performs the best when it comes to the email opt-in sign up form. And basically all I say is get 10% off your first order. Enter your email below to receive 10% off your first order. Have the email, and then the call to action button is just get 10%, and I see that this copy performs the best. Now, as well as the SMS opt-in is pretty much the exact same thing, adding a branded product image, and then this is just the copy for the SMS opt-in. Enjoy your first order, prefer to text, get your code texted to you. So they could enter their phone number, and we could actually send them a text message and not only email market to them, but also SMS market to them as well. You're gonna also have to add this disclosure onto your website. Make sure that you add this disclosure because it's very important. And then the call to action, I simply just said get fit or no thanks, I don't want to. As far as the success page, I just added a simple quote saying the hardest step is starting, the best step is staying consistent. So it kind of gives them the motivation. I'm kind of taking the marketing angle of reaching your goals with this exact product. Like you can see right here, crush your goals, use the code below for 10% off your transformation. So I'm not only selling the product, but I'm selling the solution, I'm selling the feeling, I'm selling the end goal. And that's very important when it comes to online sales. You're not just just selling the product, but you're selling that feeling, you're selling that solution. You want to really just relate with the customer, meet them where they're at, and help them go where they want to go. But basically that's it for the sign up form. Like I said, I just started the sign up form yesterday for this account, and it's already had 8 submissions at a 10% commission rate, which the performance says it's excellent. Now the next thing that you're going to want to go ahead and do is you're going to want to go into the flows. These are the 2 most important flows that you're definitely going to need. The 2 flows that you're going to utilize the most is number 1, the welcome series. The welcome series is going to generate the most amount of revenue. The next flow that I utilize is the abandoned checkout reminder. So every time somebody goes to checkout but don't fully complete their purchase, we put them on a flow as well. So the first flow that you're going to want to go ahead and set up is the welcome series flow, and this is kind of what the welcome series flow is looking like. So the trigger is every time somebody enters their email on your Shopify store, they're going to be put into this flow, and there's a conditional split here, which basically says if they've placed an order or if they haven't placed an order. So with this conditional split, if someone has placed an order, they just get hit with this email right here. So for the people that have already purchased on your store, you don't want to really sell them right off the bat because they just purchased something. You want to keep their email, so 30 days down the road when they want to purchase the product again, your emails are still hitting. So the subject line is, you're one step closer to crushing your goals. This is more than an order, it's the start of something real. On the right hand side, you can see what it's actually looking like. So I have a heading, I have our branded image. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to keep going. So I have a good product image. I said, awesome, you're in. So basically here's some copy. We obviously do have a shop now button if they do want to purchase some more, but basically this email is just kind of warming them up, welcoming them to your business, kind of just building some rapport with them, and then eventually we could go ahead and retarget them 30 days down the road. Now for the people that haven't purchased a product is really where you're going to juice the most amount of profit is this is our first email offering a 10% discount. Reach your goals faster with 10% off GLP-1 support. And yeah, basically here's the copy, and then it says claim my 10% off and feel the shift. And then I have some reviews in there as well for some social proof. I have another call to action button. Obviously use code GOALS10 for 10% off. After they receive the first email and still haven't purchased, we have a time delay waiting 1 day, and they get hit with another email offering 15% off. So this is what the 15% off email looks like. So basically it's the same exact email, pretty much same exact copy, but all I went ahead and did was change the code from GOALS10 to START15. So they could utilize the code START15 to actually get 15% off their order. Also have some reviews in here, some different images to kind of change up the look on it. But yeah, pretty much this is what the email is looking like. And then they're gonna wait 3 days, and then they're gonna get hit with a 20% off discount. So for the 20% discount, this is what it's looking like. Final offer, 20% off to start strong. No more waiting, no more excuses, 20% off ends soon. So basically it's the same exact email. I just went ahead and changed some of the images as well as the code. I changed it to FIT20. So if they use code FIT20, they could actually get 20% off on that product. So that's what the email flow is looking like for the welcome. So we have a 10% off discount, wait a day, 15% off discount, wait 3 days, and then they have that 20% off discount, and then another 3 days, and then they get hit with another 15% off discount. So they're getting hit with 4 emails after they've already entered their email onto your store. That's another 4 touch points that could warm up your customer a little bit more to get them to actually purchase. The next flow that we've created is the abandoned checkout reminder. The trigger here is when someone initiated their checkout, so they actually added the product to their cart and clicked checkout, they're gonna be entered into this flow. So basically you're gonna wait 1 hour after they already clicked the checkout button, and then they're gonna get hit with the first email. Klaviyo is actually gonna populate what's in their cart already. That exact email is gonna show the product that they actually checked out, as well as the quantity and the price. So all they simply have to do is click go back to my cart and finish their purchase. They don't have to go back to the website, click add to cart again, click checkout again. All they have to simply do is click go back to my cart. It's gonna already populate their previous order. We wait 1 hour, and then we send them the first email with no discount, just basically saying, hey, don't forget your items in the cart. Then we wait another 23 hours, so a 24-hour total period since they clicked the checkout button, and we send them the second email. But this time it's 15% off. Complete your order, save 15%, feel the difference. We saved your items and added a 15% off code to help you commit. This is what the email looks like. It's the exact same email. All we did is change the code to START15. But like I said, it's gonna already populate their order into the email. So all they have to do is click go back to my cart, and their order is already gonna be there ready to check out. We have wait 1 hour, hit them with the first email as just a reminder. Wait another 23 hours, hit them with another email that's 15% off. off, and then we're gonna wait another day and hit them with another email that's 20% off. So there's 3 touching points. After they've already clicked checkout, they're gonna get hit with 3 emails over the span of 2 days to actually complete their purchase. This is gonna help bring so much more revenue, because originally they're just gonna click checkout. They're probably gonna forget about your brand. They're probably gonna forget about their order. So, you know, just reminding them via the emails is gonna help bring in extra revenue, as well as increase your profitability and help you scale further. You could also start running some campaigns. So campaigns are more for people that have a bunch of emails already. So say you have, you know, 200 emails, you could go ahead and send a campaign. Maybe it's Black Friday. You send a mass Black Friday email. You're offering maybe 25, 30% off your product. And it's really just gonna help capture more users to get purchases on your website. And then hopefully they love your product and they could continue to purchase your product month after month. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do as far as email marketing. Like I said, email marketing should help increase your revenue by upwards of 30%, which is gonna be super important because a lot of drop shippers are, you know, struggling with profitability and things like that. So if you could actually build a strong email list and market to them, you're gonna build a strong business and you're gonna have that base of organic users. Those users are eventually gonna spread via word of mouth. So they're gonna get the product, they're gonna tell their friends, and their friends are gonna tell their friends. And that's how you really start to build a business and build a brand. If you build that loyal customer base, you're fulfilling products on time, they love your product, then you could actually start to scale and hit that 6-figure or even 7-figure mark. But that's it for this video. If you guys want me to dive deeper on emails, or if you want me to dive deeper on SMS, or if you want me to dive deeper on products, website, ads, things like that, just leave it in the comments below. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm gonna be dropping more value every single week. So make sure you guys stay tuned in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.